the realtors don't care. Real estate agents don't care. They just care about their commission. What are your expectations? What do you expect from a realtor? Can you share with us what your expectation is? What do you expect from a proper real estate developer based in Lagos, Nigeria? They sell land to you, what do you expect? They sell houses to you, whether finished or off plan. What do you expect? Especially off plan. Now, I'm not talking about the norm. I'm talking about your expectation as an investor, because hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Talk with Goodness Usman, your number one real estate talk show in Africa. And this is thanks to each and every one of you who keep showing up every week when we upload a new episode. Honestly, you guys are always the real MVP. And hey, we all in Nigeria 24/7. We appreciate you guys for joining me on the show every time. Okay, it's good to be back, right? And today we're going to be talking about something we've titled Managing Investors' Expectation. Basically, investors' expectation, or we can even call it real estate stakeholders' expectation. So before we go right into the topic or the conversation, we're going to observe our ritual. For those of you who are new on the show, you probably don't know what the ritual is, but this is a tea talk show where I have my tea with me, green tea precisely, and hey, you get to what? Grab a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, a glass of water, juice, wine, whatever works for you, relax, and then what? Enjoy the conversation with me. Now, it is a conversation. It is not so serious, right? So when we say it's a conversation, it means that I expect you to join me in the comment section and share your opinion. Like I always say on the show, I am not here to be a master of all knowledge. I'm here to share my professional and personal opinion, but also in a way, learning and unlearning from all of you all. Because come on, some of you are even professionals in certain fields of these topics we talk about. So yes, I'm always interested to learn from you guys. So please also let me note this. Let's keep the comment section. Let's keep our comments respectively. Yes. This is a safe community. No hate is allowed. All right. So let's go right into the show. And then, of course, let me perform the ritual. I just grab my green tea right away and then let's sip away. Ooh, I hope you have your own tea or your glass of water or wine with you, and then you're just going to be sipping it while we're having this conversation, enjoying the conversation. Okay, so going right into the topic of the day, shall we? Managing real estate investors' expectation. Now, when we're coming about this title, I was saying that I don't think it's just the real estate investors now. I think it's all stakeholders' expectation. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to have this conversation more in the comment section. So, meaning, I'm going to ask throughout questions here basically, and then you're going to give us your answers. So, this is in a way doing a poll. Okay, we're going to have a poll on today's episode. Not too much talk, is more of you, please engaging with us. Let us know what are your expectations as a real estate investor. So, you're a real estate investor based in Lagos. You're based in anywhere in Nigeria. You're a real estate investor based in Canada, in US, in UK, Germany, Asia, anywhere in the world, but you're a Nigerian investing in the Nigerian real estate market. What would you say are your expectations of the real estate developers? So they are going to be in two categories actually. So for you that you're in Nigerian diaspora especially, you are investing in Nigerian real estate market. We have known and have seen that a lot of you have quite a number of expectations, right? So can you share with us what your expectation is? What do you expect from a proper real estate developer based in Lagos, Nigeria? What are your expectations when it comes to you investing? What do you expect from them? And this poll is very, very important to us because we're going to be collating your answers, your responses, and we're going to be going to all of these real estate developers that we personally work with in Nigeria real estate investment and then sharing this information with them. So please, this is time for you not to just watch this show and don't comment. This is time for you to come out and comment, please. This is like a mini research for me as well. I want to know what you guys, what are your expectations? What do you expect? a real estate developer introduce a property into the market, at what stage, what are your expectations concerning that investment? Okay, because I mean, over the years, we've seen a lot of things unfolding, and then I've seen a lot of comments in the comment section, and this is why we're treating this as a topic here on the show, so that we can truly gather this data. I prefer having data, and that's why sometimes when I say, when people come in the comment section, you should be coming with proofs. Okay, not that people just come and I know people enjoy to talk anyway, but this is where we gather data and we actually put in the work. Okay, so you should help me do this work. This is going to be a lot of work, but if you don't put in the comment section what your expectations are respectfully. Please don't put hate. You can air your opinion without hating. Why do I always make reference on hating on this platform? Because I mean, it's completely unnecessary. It's toxic. When you're coming, some people even use it as a means of airing their vendetta or displaying their vendetta. It doesn't make any sense. We're all here to create solution. I'm a solution provider. I'm not a troublemaker, okay? So when there's a problem, I believe that every problem has a solution to it. And the only way we can get solution to any issue in the world is when it is addressed properly, okay? So please don't come here and be hateful. You can't be, if there's an issue and then two of us were making noise, we're not listening, both parties will not listen to each other, and that way no solution will be provided. So I just had to explain that. Put in the comment section, what are your expectations? Because I always seen on one-on-one basis, I see people come, they buy a property, and then when they come, they see the property, or maybe 6 months down the line, there were certain expectations they had, and then they are now hearing their opinion being disappointed. And sometimes the expectations are not realistic, sometimes they are realistic. So please itemize what your expectations are. Again, please, if you're not an investor in this market, don't bother. Because if you're not gone through something, you can't be part of the conversation. I'm sorry. That's my line of thought. And truly, if you're not invested in somewhere, you can't talk about it. I can't talk about a UK market I have not invested in. I can't talk about a Canada market I have not invested in. I can't talk on things I found online. It doesn't make sense. I feel like it's unwise thing to do. So yes, please, if you are an investor, you have invested, please don't come and tell me, my friend, my brother, my sister, you're not directly proportional involved in this. You have invested. When you invested, you had an expectation of this particular estate. At what point was your expectation cut short? What was your expectation? That's the first thing we're dealing with. What did you expect from the developer to be done? So now it's in two categories as well. Whether you have invested in a land and then you have invested in a house. Now, if you're invested in a house, is it an off-plan? Is it a finished house? Because the expectation obviously differs, right? So if you bought a finished house, what were your expectations when you were buying it? And then afterwards, what happened? Now, when you're buying an off-plan project, what were your expectations going into that contract? And then what's your disappointment right now? So that's on the part of the developer. Now, the second part is of the realtors. Over the years, I've seen people come to me or come to other realtors channel, and then they say, oh, they throw this loosely. The realtors don't care. Real estate agents don't care. They just care about their commission. Now, sometimes I don't bother responding or paying attention to that conversation, that statement, because first of all, it's generic, okay? So it's too generic. So I mean, sometimes I don't bother, but sometimes I respond to it, because when you put everybody in a box, it doesn't even make sense. I feel like doesn't even make sense. It's like me coming and say all men are da 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 da, all women are. I mean, that can never be a statement of fact. It can never, from a wise position, no, not from an unwise position. From a wise position, it can never be a statement of fact. You just generically say everyone from this particular geopolitical zone, or every man in this particular country, they are this. It can never be a statement of fact. It will always be a statement of fact. Will be some. So please, I also understand that. I mean, some people just, Anyway, so what are your expectations? So my question now is, What are your expectations? What do you expect from a real estate, a realtor? Okay. What are the expectations? Because when people come here and say they are the real estate agents, they are all out for their money, it's just a commission, they don't care about you. If you are in that school of thought, what does care mean in this context? Because truly, I'm coming out to address this. And this is going to span into something else. I have so many things I want to address. And if I'm not hearing directly from you guys, I won't be able to address them. I might probably be addressing it wrongly. I'm not going to be addressing it generally because some people say all realtors or all real estate agents, they are out for their money. I mean, if I'm going to treat that topic alone, it could take us another 10 years. Okay, not really, but then you get what I mean. Because that's a topic on its own. That's a subtopic on its own. When you come and say, I mean, then when you look at the people that say such statements, well, I can't realize, you just realize that a lot of them, they don't even know this real estate market. They don't understand it. It's not like some real estate agents or some realtors are not in the market for the money. Like that's why I say, if you want to treat it as a statement of fact, it will have some. But when you say all, it's not a statement of fact. In fact, right there, you have lost me. It's a dismissible talk with say. It's not worth an attention. And that's why sometimes you don't pay attention to it. But I mean, regarding expectation that we're treating today, what do you expect from a real estate realtor? A realtor, a real estate agent. I mean, you people call us different names. You call some real estate agent, some say realtor. What do you expect? When you're contacting a real estate agent or a realtor and you want to buy a property, what are your expectations? Put it out there, put it in the comment section, and then we're going to be addressing them. So like I said, this topic is going to have an extension to it because every input I get, I will treat them and then I'll tell you guys my own opinion about your expectation. Just like I'm addressing now, when people say generally, this is not even about real estate. That's why I use the example of all men. You know how the popular one is all men are scum. What do you mean all men are scum? My dad is not a scum. My brother is not a scum. So it's not all men. It's not a fact. And I see my brother say, leave me. Hey, Oshé. Okay, so I have male clients. They are not scums. I have male friends. They are not scums. Okay, so if you come and say that fact, I mean, when a woman say that statement, you just wonder, are you okay? What are you talking about? I mean, is your daddy a scum? So the same way they say, all women like money. In fact, the way my answer is, what do you expect me to like to you alone? I'm going to like money. The way God gone, He created us women. He intentionally wants us to like money. So let me take an example. You as a man, sorry I'm digressing, but I just wanted to I just got something generic as well to drive home my point. Something not so professional to drive home my point so that we are getting the contents at which I'm driving home my point. A woman, if I want to make my hair now, even though I'm wearing a locks, it still take me hours to relock, right? But a man, we go into the salon and spend, it's 5 minutes, it's done. And looking handsome and all of that. But me, I have to do a lot to do my hair. And when it comes to the things I have to do to look pretty, it's quite many than a man, right? So I just wanted to say that. But it doesn't mean that all women like money. It's still not a statement of facts. Some women like money than the other. Now it's a statement of facts. Some tribes are than the other tribes. Statement of fact. All Yorubas are all Igbos are calm down, be coming down with this. I know some people just don't like to just use words loosely, and even at that, we need to also educate ourselves. All right. So I just created that example ahead before you take it out of context because I just want people are just wired to take this out of context. So yeah, to explain, to drive home my point, like I said earlier. So please, back to two things I need you guys to state in the comment section. What are your expectations as a real estate investor in the Nigerian real estate market with a real estate developer? What do you expect from them? They sell land to you, what do you expect? They sell houses to you, whether finished or off plan. What do you expect? Especially off plan. What do you expect? Now, I'm not talking about the norm. I'm talking about your expectation as an investor because they can be the norm, the normal thing that is supposed to happen when a contract is being carried out between two parties. That's a different thing, no, because I realized that even though there are the things that are supposed to happen, that's supposed to be executed by both parties in a contract, some people still have certain kind of expectation. They have this view, they have this picture in their mind. So share it with me, and then maybe we can, make a better progress from that. I mean, like I promised, I'm going to take, in fact, I have a lot of, I've caught the attention of most of our real estate developers to my channel. And I told them, be watching my channel and be in the comment section so that you are seeing it. Feedback, the one that they are not even seeing, I'm screenshotting and sending to them. So this is one of its important way to get a feedback to the real estate developers that I work with personally, okay? And then for realtors as well, what are your expectations? Tell us. And then we'll take it up from there. So this is what we're doing today. Yes, it is really, really important because there are certain matters arising that I'm going to be discussing as we move forward into April. This April, we're going to be discussing certain things. And I know that you guys are interested in these topics, but I want to hear one-on-one from you guys. No generalization here. It's just going to be specifics, and I'm going to be addressing it and then speaking from my own point of view. Because again, expectation of somebody living in Lagos is differently from an investor living in Obodo, Canada, or US or UK, because these climates are also different, right? So those are the climates also define our expectation as a person and then as a real estate investor. So tell me what you expect, and then we can break it down. We can have a conversation about them, and then we can now even ask the question, are they realistic in this climate or not? But today is all about getting feedbacks, gathering data. Again, I'm going to lay emphasis. I believe that when we have data, which is one of the problems we have in Nigeria, we don't have data. And that's why some things are very complicated. Putting some structures in place, having some system functioning is still based on the fact that we don't have data. So until when Nigerians start having data, some things will start falling into place. So this is me gathering data. So if you're really, really interested in the progress of the Nigerian real estate market, then this is when you don't keep quiet. This is when you hear your opinion, because I'm using you to get data. And then I'm taking those data to these stakeholders, which are the real estate developers in this case. And then we're going to be using these data to further improve this sector collectively. I mean, no matter how little the impact is, if you keep putting in our little take, and keep improving on little things every day, we'll keep improving. We will not be where we were 5 years ago. And then in a decade to come, we will not be where we are now. So it's borderline around data collection. So I'm pleading with you all watching. I know that realtors also watch my video a lot. So for you, the realtors that are watching your video, what do you even think? Maybe you had this conversation with your clients. Put it out there. What do you think? What's the expectation towards this product? Please, again, no hate, no... I mean, I know that some people have had terrible experience with certain developers, and then some people will not see it as a means to come for them, call them names, call them scam, call them... Please don't do that. Don't do that. You can express yourself without hating. And please, I mean, like I said, the world, everybody's going through a lot enough. The hate is not helping anybody. And I've realized that people have a way of putting out their frustration. I get it. Not dismissing the fact, how you feel. I'm not dismissing it. Trust me, I'm a very realistic person. But I'm just saying, I'm talking to myself as well. There are better ways we can handle things than hating ourselves. If we continue to hate ourselves, when will you get solution? Like my auntie of blessed memory will say that, if you are still vexing on this matter, when are we going to finish this current fight so that we can fight another one? Because we will still fight another one as much as we are humans and we communicate with ourselves, we have interaction with ourselves. So thank you so much, guys. I'm looking forward. I'm going to be sitting in the comment section. I'm really, really looking forward to an engaging episode and gathering the data, like I said. And then trust me, if you guys do give me enough data, I promise you guys, okay, let's do this. If you guys give me enough data, let's say we get above 100, 100 is good. If we get 100 to 200 data, real data, don't come and tell me my grandma, what happened to my sister's cousin, my friend of the friend. Don't do that, please. All those friends of the friend, sometimes they're just hearsay, something somebody just read somewhere, and I'm just saying. If you give me 100, between 100 and 200, I will put some of my organs, these developers, I'll put them on a hot seat. They will not watch, even if they watch this video, don't worry. I will put them on the hot seat and ask them all these questions, all these excitations, all these your questions. I will sit with them and then they will address it. I promise you that. It's not going to be easy to get them. First of all, they are extremely busy. But trust me, I will, even if I jam them on site, I'll put them on the spot. And because they see that it is not from me, it is from you and an investor. And that's what I'm saying. Please ensure that you're an investor. You're not a speculator. Because some people have been speculating in this real estate market for a long time, but they never buy. They just speculate. They don't buy anything. Don't be that. You know why? Because when I go to these real estate developers and say, answer this, answer that, address this, address that, and they ask, oh, this person, what estate does this person invest in? And you can tell me with facts, then they know that, okay, they are actually addressing their investors. Not that somebody that's just, out there just, throwing shades or coming being, in a vindictive way. I don't want to. When we address this issue, you perhaps get what I'm talking about. So in the end, this is to the benefit of everyone who invests in the Nigerian real estate market, because it's about time we all stop talking and start acting. So if you give me the data and then we put some of these things on these developers and then they will address it. We don't even know why your expectations are not met. We can not be sure why not until we ask the right questions. And like I said, it's about action. So going to them, recording them, and then they're addressing it. Then we all understand and be on the same page, right? And then if some of them they might not even know that this is what they should do. I'm just saying. Or if they'll now know that, oh, okay, you guys want this line of action to be carried out, then they now see it as a feedback and then start working on it. And trust me, most of my developers that I work with, in fact, every developer I work with, they are people who love feedbacks. The developers, when I work with a developer and I realize you don't like feedbacks, you don't welcome feedbacks, I just move away. That's the truth. But again, feedbacks has a tone, right? You have to be, constructively with your feedback. I see a lot of my clients call me and say, oh, goodness, this, that, what do you think? We think this is not there. And then we take it back to them and they see it being addressed. And then they call back and say, oh, you addressed this thing and it's been done. So this is doing it on a larger scale. So thank you so much, guys, for doing this with me. Please, let's get this comment over 100. Let's get it. Because it is a data, okay? If you want to come to the WhatsApp and list as well, that would be nice. But it would be nicer if you're doing it on this video. You're commenting on this because that's what we're going to be showing the developers. And I'm telling you, they're sitting on this. They're reading it. They're sitting on it as well. I've already notified them after shooting this that I've done this video and I need you guys to sit on it and hear it one-on-one yourself. Read it one-on-one yourself before I bring it to you guys, okay? And then it's about time we start getting more work to be done. I've been personally doing my bit in the Nigerian real estate industry in my own little way, and we'll still keep doing it as much as God gives us the grace to do it. So it's not all talks for us in Nigeria 24/7, contrary to what some people would think. No, it's not all talks. It's not about sales. It's not about addressing the things we need to address for a better and safer markets for us all. Because at the end of the day, you're here to get return on your investment, and there are certain parameters that can affect you getting the maximum, that can affect you maximizing the return you're supposed to get on your investment. And what I care about is you, the investor, getting the adequate return on your investment in the long run, right? Exactly. So that's why I'm here and I'm doing what I'm doing. I show up every day, that even days that are not easy to show up, I still show up and I do what I do with my team. So thank you so much to everyone who keeps the channel running, which is people who watch our videos, people who give us honest feedbacks, constructive feedbacks, people who patronize us most importantly, and then keep patronizing us at every property that we introduce, people who consult with us. Thank you so much. I have people who say, oh, what do you think about this? And then we have this conversation around it, and then we eventually, pick up what is best for the person at the time. So thank you so much for those, all of you who believe in the Nigeria Real Estate 24/7 brand, for those who believe in the Goodness Usman brand. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you all. And hey, I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you. Please keep remaining awesome just the way you are, like I always say, because truly and truly, I know some very awesome people. Honestly, I say it all the time that I'm blessed to have super amazing clients. In fact, to all my clients, Jare, you guys are really amazing people. And for you, that you're an amazing person there, you're here to patronize me. Come on now, come and join the leagues of amazing, awesome people here, because here is where you need to be, because you're also an amazing person. All right, guys, thank you so much. It's a wrap on this on today's episode. I'll see you guys in the comment section. I'm going to stick with you guys in the comment section, but I'm going to see you guys in our next video, and of course on the next episode on TALK with Goodness Usman. And don't forget that my name remains Goodness Usman, your queen of landlord makers. So I say to you guys, oh.